Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the platform. My name is Gerald W. Parker. I'll be your host for this session. This is our Monday Night Live, a regular event that we do every single Monday without fail. God willing, we're here to share the good news as it relates to MWR Financial, the impact it's having, the difference that it's making. But we've got a special guest tonight. This is why it's so exciting for me, because we've got none other than the president of MWR Financial, Mr. Andamo Tolson, who's going to be joining us later in the segment. But we're going to get to the presentation. We're going to dig in. We're going to help you fully understand what you're seeing and hearing. Now, if you are seeing and hearing this for the first time, I strongly suggest you grab a pencil and paper, because you're going to want to take some copious notes on this. Now, at the end of the presentation, we're going to circle back and we're going to have a question and answer session. We're going to dig deep to help you fully understand what you've just seen and heard. And again, what you've seen and heard is excited so many people across this country. They're gravitating toward this platform because we now have the solution in our hands, ladies and gentlemen. No question about it. We've got people's ticket out. If that's what you desire this to be, it can be that for you. I'm excited to be here and to be a part of this with you. I want to thank everybody who has joined the platform. Again, I'll slow it down for just a minute so that you can, again, continue to send out those last-minute texts, make those last-minute phone calls if need be. I mean, we're 1 minute past the hour. Let's give it 2 minutes past the hour, but send out those last-minute texts, make those last-minute phone calls. Let's load up this platform. This young man is taking time away from his family. I just learned today that this is his 30th anniversary that he's celebrating with his lovely wife, and he's taking time out of his schedule to be here with us tonight. So that excites me tremendously, his level of commitment to you and me and our success in this business. So we're excited to have him here with us tonight. He'll be showing up here shortly. We'll get him engaged in the platform. But guys, once again, thank you so much for being here. We're 832. Send out those last-minute texts. Make those last-minute phone calls. You want as many people in front of this opportunity as possible. We're loading up the platform. We're at 51 now. I mean, I promised them we'd have 100 people. If not, we'd just close out the Zoom. Because, again, this is not every day that we get a chance to hear from the president of MWR Financial, Mr. Andamo Tolson, who's going to be joining us. Guys, again, let's load the platform up. Let's make it worth his while. He's taking time away from his family. He's celebrating his 30th anniversary, and that is a milestone within itself. So I want to say thank you to him and his family and his wife for allowing him to be with us for just a short period of time tonight. So, guys, once again, send out those last-minute texts, make those last-minute phone calls. Let's load up the platform. Keep bringing them in, and we're going to launch this platform here in just a second. So once again, thank you so much, everybody who's joined us. It's going to be worth it tonight. Again, if you're seeing it for the first time, grab a pencil and paper. You're going to want to take some notes on this one, because this is going to be big. We're going to help you fully understand what you're seeing and hearing. Now you're going to understand, see and hear what all the excitement is about. And I'm so excited to be here with you guys tonight to take part in this, man. We've got something special here. Eric Wilner, thank you so much for joining the platform. Fernando Ramirez, thank you so much for being here, sir. We're excited to have you guys here. We are so excited, guys. Again, hang on a minute. Let me get my special guest into the fold here. Dr. Boyd, thank you so much for being here. Looking forward to working with you on tomorrow night. This is an exciting time, ladies and gentlemen. We've got something here. Elisa, all the way from New Jersey, welcome to the platform, guys. Let's continue to load up, and we're going to get it started. We're going to make it worth his while for taking time away from his family and his 30th anniversary celebration to be with us tonight. We've got none other than the president of MWR Financial, Mr. Andamo Tolson. And guys, he's here to help us really understand what we've got our hands on. So we're going to get right to it here in just a minute. Mr. Benjamin McCrae, welcome to the platform, sir. Guys, let's continue to load up the platform. Let's get this one done and get it done in a big way. I think it was Fernando Ramirez who told me once, if you can't pack the Zoom, don't even think about packing the room. So let's pack the Zoom, guys. The numbers will continue to increase. Thank you so much for being here. We're excited, so excited to have you guys here with us tonight. This is going to be something special. Again, grab a pencil and a paper. You're going to want to take some notes on this one. If this is your first time seeing and hearing this, you don't want to miss anything, because, again, we've got a lot of ground to cover. And I know I'm killing some time now. I'm waiting for that gentleman to get on here in just a few minutes, and so that we can go ahead and get started. I promise not to be before you long. This is a very short presentation, so we're not going to keep you long. We're at 8:34. I might need to send out that last-minute text to him directly to make sure that he can get into the presentation, because we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it heavy, in a big way, in a major way. And I'm not going to keep you guys much longer. Let's go ahead and launch our presentation, and I'll bring him into the fold once he shows up. But again, I know he's going to be here. Spoke with him just a little while ago. We're excited to have the president of MWR Financial with us tonight, Mr. Andamo Tolson. So guys, for the sake of time, let's go ahead and get started. He's going to jump in here. We're at 73 now. I promised him 100. We're almost there. Let's send out those last minute texts, make those last minute phone calls. Keep in mind, our guest tonight is celebrating the 30-year anniversary of marriage to his lovely wife, taking time away from the schedule to be with us. It doesn't happen every single day. His level of commitment is like nothing I've ever seen. So let's get into our discussion tonight. Again, I want to thank you for being here. My name is Gerald W. Parker. We're talking tonight about money, right? It may not be your favorite subject, but it surely is mine. Why? Because this is the one thing that we never seem to have enough of. So we're here tonight to talk about MWR. Now, for those of you who don't know, MWR stands for Make Wealth Real. Guys, I want you to understand this. We're real serious about this. This is where lifestyle and legacy connect. We're making it all happen right here. Do you have dreams? You have goals? You have ambitions? You got things that you want to achieve, things that you want to do? We've got an opportunity to do it. So let's talk about what we have in common, all of us. Whether you're self-employed, whether you're an employee, whether you're a business owner, athlete, rapper, entertainer, or maybe you're rich already. What is it that we have in common? Let's talk about it. We don't know anything about money. Now, many would say, well, yeah, Gerald, I do know something about money. I bet you don't. Think about it. Here's my example. How many times you've gone to the store with $100, came out with 20, don't know what you did with the 80? You don't know anything about money. You have to develop a personal relationship with your money. That was the first piece of advice that the advisors at MWR Financial on the wealth side gave me. They say, hey, do you have a personal relationship with your money? And I couldn't even answer the question. And I first asked, what does that mean? Well, do you know where your money's going, how long it's going to be gone, what time it's coming back, what it's doing when it's out there? And do you know that about your money? Most of us don't. And how is it possible that athletes and entertainers can make millions of dollars and at the end of their playing time or playing career or entertaining career, they have no money left? Because again, we've not understood how this thing works. This thing seems to have a mind of its own, right? But not only that, we're caught in a trap, right? Because there was a system created long before you and I even showed up. And what they've decided to do is provide to us, the general public, two sets of information, private and public, right? Most of us are operating on the public side of things, right? With the little knowledge that they're kind of, allowing us to have, which is not much. What is it forcing us to do? No more than earn a living, right? So public information is causing the great majority of people, actually 95% of the population, to struggle financially. And, what are they doing? They continue to work. They're dying broke, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be candid about it and talk about it for what it really is. The other 5% that are dealing with this private information, they're creating a lifestyle. They're accumulating wealth. They're keeping that wealth, and they're passing it on to their children from generation to generation. We're to leave it inheritance. We've got a real way to help you understand how to do that. Let's talk now about the best kept secret. That's MWR Financial, right? Now, MWR Financial offers an exclusive wealth membership, an opportunity that provides you with everything that you need to become and stay wealthy. I want to say that again. We want to help you become wealthy and then help you stay there. See, this is not about getting rich quick. This is about getting rich right. We've got the tools and the systems and the experts to help you get this done. Why is it the best kept secret? Because we pull back the curtain. We're now bringing to the general public the most comprehensive financial platform ever offered to the general public. This is what wealthy people have always been doing. We now have those same tools. We have the same systems, and what benefits us and puts us ahead of the game is the fact that we bring to the table experts as well. So now let's talk about the difference between these two informations, right? Private information that you need to succeed. This is what they have: full access to wealth building resources. We don't have that on the public side. Think about what they've got: passive cash flow. All right, multiple streams of income, asset accumulation information, wealth protection, generational wealth, and educational implementation. They've got somebody showing them actually how to do it. And they're passing that knowledge on to their children, and their children are passing on to their children. And what are we passing on? Not this kind of information at all. But let's talk about how we got started with this incredible concept called MWR Financial. Our leadership team brings 100+ years of experience to the table. Combine all of these individuals, starting with the CEO and founder, Mr. Brian T. House. I mean, outstanding to be able to have the conscious mind to be able to bring something to the table, or have the desire to bring something to the table that will benefit the masses. Now, the gentleman you're going to hear from at some point in our presentation here, Mr. Andamo Tolson, the president of MWR Financial, who I've known for 17 years now. But let's talk about our Chief Marketing Officer, Ms. Sonia Williams, who's taken this platform to a whole new level. Chief Technology Officer, Mr. Jonathan Moore, and Chief Operating Officer, Mrs. Lisa Ross. I'm telling you guys, we've got a winning team here. Now, MWR Financial was started in 2017. I was there the day it was formed. And that's what excites me, that I've been there since the beginning. I've seen some incredible growth, but more importantly, I've seen it impact the lives of so many people across this country. Now, our corporate office is based in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. What do we do? What are the products that we bring to the general public? A wealth membership. Resources. We give you all the tools that you need to succeed. Now, MWR Financial, since 2017, has become a multi-million-dollar debt-free company. Tell me another company that's done it in a shorter period of time. It doesn't exist, ladies and gentlemen. We've got something here. Now, let's talk about our flagship product. This is our wealth membership. This is what we're bringing to the general public. MWR's Financial Wealth Membership provides a complete suite of financial resources combined with a team of experts to help you increase, multiply, and protect your money. That's what I'm saying. We're going to position you to win. Finally, we've got a real chance at doing that. Now, I want to dig a little deeper into some of the premium resources, what we bring to the table as it relates to services, right? First, we have the ability to help you reduce your taxes. Tell me what your life begins to look like if we could show you how to take that 1/3 of income that they're taking out of your check every pay period and put it back into your pocket as early as your next pay period. Does that make life any different? I would think so. How about the ability to live a debt-free lifestyle? It wouldn't matter whether you got paid every week, every 2 weeks, every month, but when you got paid, say you had no bills, no mortgage, no credit card, no student loan, no car payment. Tell me now what life begins to look like. What does it feel like? What impact can you now have in the lives of others if you're in that position? We make those things a reality. How about the ability to lower your bills? Every bill that you got, cell phone, internet, cable, satellite, homeowners insurance, auto insurance, take a portion of that bill away, shred a portion away, and put the difference back into your pocket. We have the ability to do that. The other thing we can do is help you restore your credit. Now, we know that a higher credit score is going to get you lower interest rate and lower down payment. Just another way to put money back into your pocket. Now, before we talk about some of the other services that I'll highlight, such as keys to home ownership, diversified cash flow account, I want to talk about something that we don't talk about enough. These are what they call ancillary services. These are the additional services at no additional cost to you that come with the membership. How about annual tax preparation? CPAs, certified public accountants doing the work for you. How about an expense tracking system? Same systems that wealthy people have always had. We now have the ability to have that at no additional cost. Tax debt relief, that was a big one for me. We now can help you get that done. Credit Rebuilding Center, we have the ability to help you do that. How about turning your debt into wealth? We've got systems to make that happen for you. Legal self-help, ask an expert on call. You've got trying to make a financial decision right now. Don't ever make another bad financial decision again, because now you have experts pretty much on call that you can reach out to make the right decision as it relates to your money. Let's move on to some of the other services and dig in a little deeper. How about becoming a homeowner? Basically build equity for yourself instead of your landlord. Our Keys to Home Ownership program works this way. Become a homeowner regardless of your past credit or current scores. Think about it. Regardless of your past credit history or current credit scores, you have the ability to become a home. Secure home ownership. We've got a platform in place that will assist you in doing that. Why is this so important? Because now we have the ability to be part of the solution and not the problem. We're bringing to the table real solutions in real time for real people under these circumstances. Think about 44 million people waking up every day in this country renting. But more importantly, think about being able to close the wealth gap that exists in this country. Think about this. Well, we know that the average net worth of a homeowner in the United States is $200,000 versus the average net worth of a renter in the United States is only $5,000. You want to talk about a wealth gap that exists? We now have the ability to begin to help close that gap, ladies and gentlemen. But it gets any better. It gets much better. Think about putting your money to work for you. See, because I'm convinced that we've got it all backwards. What are we conditioned and taught to do? That we've got to work for money. We trade time for money. We know at the end of the day, that's a losing proposition. There's never enough time in a day for you to put the time in to generate the income that you need to set yourself free, all by design. But we can do it now. We can help you get it done by putting money to work for you instead of your money working for the bank. Starting with our diversified cash flow account, a high yielding investment vehicle that pays quarterly dividends. So we say turbocharge your saving and you become your own bank. Think about that. You become your own bank. Pretty powerful concept, right? Wealthy people have always done it. Look at our private reserve account. Secure your retirement with no taxes and no risk of loss. Think about the ability to be able to put money into an investment account, have access to that money anytime you want it for any reason you need it, never pay taxes on it, then would be guaranteed never to lose any money. Who does that? Wealthy people do it every single day. We now have the ability to do it here at MWR Financial. Guys, we're bringing all the tools to the table. I told you earlier, we talk about making wealth real. We're real serious about this. Think about land banking, accumulate assets that build value. Now, we know they're not going to make any more land. So what we have is all we got. So why not get a piece of the action, right? Even with land banking, the ability now to grow your money with land, we have the ability to help you buy land in the path of growth at 20 to 40% below the market value. Guys, this is a big deal. This is absolutely a big deal. I told you, when we talk about making wealth real, we've got the tools and systems in place to help you get that done. But now here's my favorite, the ability to lock this in, meaning to put yourself in a position where you can really leave the inheritance and transfer this wealth from generation to generation. We're going to help you protect what we've helped you accumulate and build through Trust My Assets. If you've not had an opportunity to consult yet or to hear our consultants here, Roger, I can't believe it. I can't come up with his name. I just talked with him the other day. But if you haven't had a chance to meet this gentleman and hear this platform, you're missing something. You want to go and set up your consultation, because Roger Grant, you want to set up your consultation with him and get this done, because this is so critical for us to be able to pass wealth down from generation to generation. So I'm quoting Nelson Rockefeller, one of the wealthiest families in this country, who said, "Own nothing but control everything." And that's what we're learning to do through this process, guys. I told you we're going to give you the same tools and systems that wealthy people have always had. We're talking about living and leaving a legacy. Now, let's talk about the perfect business. What you've just seen, think about becoming a promoter of those very services, right? To be able to offer those services to the general public. Think about it. Everybody you know wants to save money on taxes. Everybody you know wants to enhance their credit score. Everybody wants to pay their debt off early. Everybody you know wants to shred their bills, right? If you could pay a lower amount for your cell phone, cable, internet without changing your plan, would you want to do it? Absolutely. So as a wealth promoter, we're saying create and control your income from anywhere with your own home-based business. We know the advantages of owning a home-based business. You just opened the door to 400 plus tax deductions that were not available to you as a W-2 employee. Listen, we didn't make the rules. They were already in place, but we want to play the game to win now. You think about it as it relates to tax deductions. When you look at how tax laws are structured in this country, who are they designed to favor the most? Business owners. And they didn't classify you had to be a construction company or any other company. You needed to be a home-based business owner or a business owner of some sort. As a home-based business, you're classified as a business owner. This is a big win, guys. No question about it. Now, how do we make this thing work? As a promoter, right? Because what we're doing now is putting you in the middle of a multi-trillion-dollar-a-year industry. It's the biggest industry in the world. So when you talk about promoting, think about what you're already doing. Many of you spend time on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. How much money are you making doing that? It is quite time-consuming, to be honest with you. But can you get paid doing that? We say take the same approach. Share these services. Listen, my wife and I went to watch Denzel Washington's latest movie, Equalizer 3. I mean, I came out of the theater screaming, raving about it, telling everybody about it. I probably have told 100 people about it. I've yet to get a call from Denzel Washington saying, "Hey, Gerald, thanks a lot for promoting the movie." It ain't going to happen. That call will never come. But we're doing those kinds of things every day. When's the last time you referred someone to a great restaurant that you enjoyed? Did the restaurant send you any compensation for that referral? Absolutely not. So, guys, we're doing it every single day. So now we can promote this business to anybody who needs it. And when you think about where we are in this economy and the status quo, people need these services now more than ever before. Again, $1 trillion a year industry, that's a big deal. Now, let's talk about helping you create a lifestyle that you want. You know, taking advantage of this amazing income opportunity, this compensation plan that MWR Financial has put in front of us. Think about the fact. One, there's a guaranteed residual income in place, guys. Let me say it again. A guaranteed residual income from $150 a month to as much as $450,000 a month. Anywhere in between. You pick your own number. But from $150 to as much as $450,000, Now, here's the other way that we're going to get paid. You're going to refer customers to the program that want to use the services. MWR Financial is going to pay you $40 up front for bringing that customer to the fold. Now, as you build your customer base, you're now in a position to start receiving 10% in residual income from all of those customers. Now, here's the third way that we get paid, a sponsor bonus. You're going to find a guy like me who's sick and tired of being sick and tired, who wants to control his own destiny, who wants to dictate the terms himself, wants to go in business with you. MWR Financial is going to pay you $50 up front for bringing that person to the fold. No limit to the number of people that you can sponsor, but when you start sponsoring more people, look at what happens. A momentum bonus kicks in. That pays you anywhere between $150 to as much as $1,500. Now, guys, they give us a 90-day window to capture this $1,500, but there's nothing written in this compensation plan saying that you and I have got to take 90 days. People are doing it in 7 days, 10 days, 20 days. I say hit the ground running and take advantage of everything MWR Financial has to offer. Now, here's my favorite. Number 5, we're talking about a leadership bonus that pays through an unlimited level. You've seen some compensation plans where they cut this off at level 5, level 6, level 7. You can dig as deep as China on this one, and you still are getting paid for the growth of your organization anywhere between $30 to $150 every time somebody joins your organization. Now, many of these people you won't ever meet, you won't know, but you're clipping money every single time somebody joins your organization. Again, from $30 to as much as $150. What happens when 10 people join your business and you're at the $30 level? What happens when 200 people join your business and you're at the $150 level? This is pretty impressive, but more than that, there's a performance bonus in place that pays out weekly. Now, this is based on the growth of your organization, not what you're doing on your own. 6 people join your organization. Here's the time frame from Monday to Sunday midnight. You do that. 6 people in your organization on Monday, MWR Financial pays you a $300 weekly bonus. You can get that bonus every single week as your organization begins to grow. Now, number 7, $1 million residual club ring. I'm fortunate to be among maybe 12 or so people that have secured this ring. I want you to understand that is for you as well. And this door is not hard to break down. You just got to go get it because this thing will pay out, no question about it. So let's move forward and talk about how this really works, how you begin to generate income. Now, MWR Financial says you've not got to go out and bring a ton of people in this business in order to start generating income. All you need is 3. I didn't say 33. I didn't say 303. I said 3. 3 people that, like you, are sick and tired of being sick and tired, that want to partner with you and promote this business. So those 3 people and 1 outside customer, you just position yourself to begin to receive a daily guaranteed income of $5 a day, $150 a month. $5 a day, $150 a month. Now, keep in mind, look over to the far right, and we talk about the momentum bonus. You do that within your first 30 days, you just picked up another $150. So you've just made $300 plus the $40 you picked up from the outside customer, $340. And you're going to be shocked at what it's going to cost you to get started. You've already made your money back just doing this. Just doing this, you've already made your money back. But let's get to it. $5 a day, $150 a month. Someone said, well, Gerald, that's not a whole lot of money. Let me show you what $150 a month looks like. In order for a person to receive $150 a month consistently ongoing for an indefinite period of time, that person would have to have $36,000 sitting somewhere that they can't touch, that's paying them at least 5% interest. So I asked the guy, what's easier? Put your hand on $36,000 and go find you 3 people. It was easy for me to go find 3 people, but I didn't stop there. What happens when you help those 3 get their 3? Now you've got 12 people on your team. You're a 2-star executive director based on this compensation plan. Now you're at $20 a day, $600 a month, and passive residual income, whether you get out of bed or not. But look at what just happened. All right. All we've got to do now is help that second set of 3 get their 3. There's $450 paid to you as a momentum bonus. I told you there was a total of $1,500 on the table. But look at what else just happened. As a 2-star executive director, you've just opened up some more bonus money. That performance bonus you're now eligible for. So that $300 a week, you can start counting on that as your organization grows. But let's take this thing another step. Let's say we help those 12 get their 3. Now we've got 36 people on the team. Now you unlock all the money. You're a 3-star executive director. You're at $50 a day, $1,500 a month. Now, by the way, this number of $1,500 a month, and my good friend Eric Will is on the platform with me. We talk about this all the time because that $1,500 a month, you think about the average Social Security check is paid to a working person, a person that had worked 30 or 40 years of their life. That U.S. average Social Security income is about $1,400 a month. We've got people hitting this level in a matter of weeks. I mean, so what do you want? You want to do it in weeks, or you want to do it in years? I mean, think about $1,500 a month as a Social Security income. Add this, and we're prayerful that those people have some other investment vehicle in place, and many times they don't, and they find themselves living off of this. We're doing this in a matter of weeks to helping people replace that Social Security income or either add to it. But now you're at $50 a day, $1,500 a month. Look what just happened. That infinity bonus just opened up for you because you're now at 3-star. You've unlocked all the money. So now you're making $30 with everybody that comes into your organization. The performance bonus is still in place at $300, but now you help those three get their three. The $900 shows up, which completes the cycle of the $1,500. You've gotten all that money also. Think about what we're doing here. But now it gets better. Let's say you help those 36 get their three. You got 90 people on your team. You're now at $100 a day, $3,000 a month in passive residual income. Ladies and gentlemen, that's $36,500 a year. That is substantial doing this basically part-time. But look what happens to the infinite bonus. You get a $10 bump. So now you're making $40 in everybody that comes into your organization. What happens when 100 people come into your organization? The performance bonus still in play, $300 a week. As your organization grows, now you've got 90 people. So you see some growth. Hitting that performance bonus every single week won't be difficult to do. But help those 90 get their three. You got 180 people on your team. You're at $150 a day, $4,500 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, that's $54,750 a year. Look at what happens to the performance bonus. You get another $10 bump. Now you're making $50 in everybody that comes into your organization. Now, did I mention to you that these people you don't have to personally sponsor in order for you to get the infinity bonus? These people are coming into your organization because somebody else told somebody told somebody else, and that person told somebody else, and somebody else told somebody else. You know how it works. But again, the performance bonus is still in place at $300 a week. Add that to the $4,500 a month that you're making. But here's the thing about what I believe is significant about hitting this level at $54,000. What is the median income of a working person in the United States? That number hovers around $50,000, $52,000 a year. You've just outpaced the average person in this country. There are many people that are doing this in a matter of months, getting it out of the way. Let's go to the next level. Help those 180 get their three. Now you're at 300 people in your organization. You're at $200 a day, $6,000 a month, $73,000 a year. Look at the infinity bonus, another bump of $10. You're at $60 now for everybody that comes into your organization. The performance bonus is still in play at $300 per week. And listen, when we talk about the performance bonus requiring 6 people to join your organization, 6 people pays you $300, but 12 people pays you another $300. 18 people pays you another $300. So they just don't stop at 6. It's in increments of 6. Understand that. Now, but let's talk about regional director. How many people does it take in your organization to hit that level? 300 total people. All of us know 300 people and know people that know enough people that you can gather 300 like-minded individuals that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Let me tell you who's done that I know personally. A very good friend of mine and business partner who's on this platform with us tonight, Mr. Fernando Ramirez out of Southern California, is a regional director with this very opportunity that we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. $200 a day, $6,000 a month, $73,000 a year. And somebody, please ask me how long it took him to do it. 8 months. 8 months. And think about the number of people that you and I know that are making $73,000 a year. And if they are making $73,000 a year, did they do it in 8 months? Did they walk in the door making that? Probably not. Maybe some. But how long did it take people to get to that income? 20 years, 30 years to be able to hit that level of income? Here's a man who's done it in 8 months. I tell you that because I want you to understand this is a short-term proposition. This is not a lifetime of work here. It does not take long to make this happen. But here's what Fernando Ramirez has done. He sponsored a young lady out of Orlando, Florida named Miss Ana Rodriguez, who is also a regional director. How long did it take her to do it? 90 days. 90 days. But it gets better. He sponsored another young lady who is out of Florida, Miss Audrey Rush, who came right back in and did the exact same thing. 90 days, $200 a day, $6,000 a month, $73,000 a year. Gosh, you can run the table on this. I mean, the thing pays out to up to $15,000 a day. We told you that's $450,000 a month. That's well over $5 million a year. Now, I want to stop right here for a minute when we talk about $5 million a year. And I want you to dream with me for a minute. Go with me on this one. Think about your dreams, your aspirations, your desires, your hopes. You know those things more than I do. You know the impact that you want to have. You know the difference that you want to make. Would $5 million a year help you get those things done? I would think so. I want to talk about the top income earner with this very opportunity that we're reviewing right now, who sits at a position as a national director, a young man out of Atlanta, Georgia, my good friend, Mr. Brian Bean, early 40s. Look at where he's at. National director, 3,000 people in his organization, $1,500 a day, $45,000 a month, $457,000 a year. Look at his leadership. Look at our the leadership bonus, the infinity bonus, $110 for everybody that comes into his organization. But you think about $1,500 a day. What does your life begin to look like when you start generating that kind of income? I'll ask this question. What changes in your life when you start generating $45,000 a month? I'll answer the question for you. Everything. The car you drive, the house you live in, the clothes you wear, where you send your kids to school. Guys, listen, you pick your number before we leave this slide. And you decide, what is it going to take to set you free? What is it going to take for you to create the lifestyle that you want? What is it going to take for you to have the impact that you desire to have? God has given you the vision already. All you need is the financial means, and you can fund that vision. You can complete that assignment. What is it going to take to get you there? We can help you get that done. I want to show you some people here that I love so much and have become very good friends of mine since joining this business. And I show you this because I want you to understand that real people are getting this done every single day. I'm talking about Charles and Judith Ivory. That's what you see behind them, that photo. That house is now complete. They're actually in that house. That's where their dream home. Now, Charles Ivory was a man who was working for the federal government and during COVID was furloughed. They laid him off. And in about a 10-month span, he replaced his income. So when they called him to come back to work, he didn't have to. Think about that, guys. Think about that. Look at what the program has done for them. They've eliminated their taxes by 95% because they've got the trust. All right. They're 100% debt free. They're landowners. They've reduced the taxes by $1,400. They've lowered their bills by $1,500. They've restored their credit at 800 plus. They're well promoted. Their income residually $400 a day. Guys, this is big. I know them personally. They're friends of mine. And many of you on this platform, you know them as well. Now, I've been fortunate enough to make the list, right? Because this thing has really set me free in a major way. When I saw this opportunity 6 years ago, I want to paint a quick picture for you. Grown man going to a job every day, paid on Friday, broke on Monday. You've never had to do it, so you probably understand what I'm talking about. Now, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, and wasn't no way in the world I was going to continue to live like that. This opportunity came along and I took it seriously. Look at what we've been able to do. Eliminated time and debt by 6.5 years. Retired from a job. Was able to replace a $65,000 a year job and give that man back what he gave me, his job. But by the way, that particular job is the only job I've ever had. I've been self-employed all of my life, but made some bad financial decisions that put me in a position where I had to seek employment from someone else. I paid off an auto loan, drive my dream car, Mercedes-Benz E-Class 350, eliminated interest by $52,000. That's money I would have continued to pay to the creditors had I stayed on their plan. They reduced my taxes by $350 a month. Now, for somebody who was living paycheck to paycheck, that was significant. That's $175 every 2 weeks. Made all the difference in the world in my life. Restored my credit score by 128 points. Before this program, I couldn't buy a newspaper on time. A six-figure residual income, 10K plus, and it's growing every single day. The house you see is my home in North Carolina, but you see here it says acquired home and dream destination, South Florida. So I lived there during the winter months, and it was about time to start getting on down south, right? So I lived there during the winter months and live in North Carolina during the summer. It's a dream come true, ladies and gentlemen, no question about it. But we talked earlier about the top income earner, Mr. Brian and Bean. Look at where we are here. Secured 20 acres of land. They call it Bean Acres. I mean, he's building a theme park as we speak. He owns property in Dubai. His assets are protected through the trust. Listen, he secured $3 million in assets through this trust. Lowered his bills by $1,400 a month, 800 plus credit score. I told you earlier, $45,000 a month in passive residual income. And then you wonder why he's buying property in Dubai, 20 acres of land in Atlanta. Guys, this is the real deal. No question about it. I want to show you some real people that are doing this in real time. So at this point, we've got some choices, and that choice is yours. You either want all of this or you want some of it. If you want all of it, you want to promote the business, you want to generate income. All right. Or if you want some of it, basically you want the membership. Either way, you're not hurting yourself. The membership alone, for me personally, the membership stopped the bleeding. But what set me free and put me on a whole new level in life was the opportunity. The ability to share it with others and to be paid a ridiculous amount of money. And these guys are willing to pay us a ridiculous amount of money. So what is it going to take to get started? The membership alone, $149.97 per month. No contract to sign, no setup fee, and includes a spouse. Guys, tell me this. Where are you going to go to get access to these services that would otherwise cost you $200 to $300 an hour for $149.97? You couldn't go anywhere in the United States and find one of these services, much less all of them, for $149.97. Nor could you go anywhere in the United States and find one of these services, much less all of them, to include a spouse, for $149.97. This is the win for the average everyday person. All by design. This program was created to help the little guy finally get a chance at winning. Now, let's talk about, you may be like me, you want it all. And this is the most popular choice, because what is it going to cost me to invest in the business and become a wealth promoter? You'll pay $100 more than that customer just paid. So your total investment up front is $249.97. But let me show you what this $249.97 does for you. It puts you in the middle of a multi-trillion-dollar a year industry, which is financial services. You have the ability now to bring to the table the solution to the problem that 98% of the people in this country face. You don't have to become the expert. They're already in place. All we've got to do is share the story. Your ongoing expense is $149.97. In less than 30 days, we can get that out of the way, because you are basically going to position yourself where the business is paying for itself. It can be self-funded, is what I want you to understand. But think about it. Not only that $249.97 puts you in the middle of a multi-trillion-dollar industry, you basically have just partnered with the fastest growing financial strategies company in the United States. That's MWR Financial. You've heard about it. You're hearing more about it. I promise you, within the next 36 months, it will be a household word. People are going to hear about it, but they need to hear about it from you. $249.97 puts you on the way to owning your own business. Now, here's where it gets exciting. We offer a 100% money-back guarantee. Now, keep in mind, we're operating within the financial service space. We're operating within the financial service space. Let's look at what they say. If our opportunity, experts, or services do not help you create, increase, or multiply your money in your first 30 days, MWR Financial gives you a full refund. So what do you have to do? Basically, participate in your own rescue. Upload the documents, schedule the appointments, put what they are asking for in front of them, and let the experts go to work. Guys, I told you earlier, they've leveled the playing field. They've given you and me, average everyday people, the chance to really win. We've got the same tools, we've got the same systems, but I'm convinced what separates us from anybody else is that not only do you have the tools and systems, but you've got a live, trained, licensed expert holding your hand through the entire process. And you're wondering why we're winning. So once again, you either are in or out. I mean, no, I won't say you're in and out. You're either one or two. If you're one, $249.97, you want the business, you want all the services, you want to promote, and you want to generate income. You want to create another stream of income for yourself and your family. I strongly encourage you to text the person that invited you tonight a 1. They'll know exactly what to do. They're going to forward you a link. That link is going to allow you to sign up, create your own website. Don't worry about bringing anything to the table. Everything is already in place. You don't have to reinvent the wheel on this one. Everything that you need to succeed is there. Capture pages, websites, marketing materials, everything that you need has already been thought of and developed. So you just plug in and go and start making money as early as tonight. Now, if you're 2, you want the membership, text the person that invited you tonight at 2. They'll know exactly what to do. They're going to send you a link. That link is going to give you direct access to all of these services immediately. You don't have to wait until the office opens up tomorrow morning. It gives you access right now, ladies and gentlemen. So I told you, I promise you, I wouldn't be before you long, but wanted to provide you with some exciting information, something that would really, really, really put you in a position to begin to change your life in a real way. So I say to anybody, if you're serious about changing your life financially, if you're serious about taking your financial life to a different level, getting your financial life in order, we've got the tools and systems to help you do that. But if you really want to take it to a different level and generate a stream of income that could set you free, this is the opportunity. So again, where lifestyle and legacy connect, that's MWR Financial. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring up, matter of fact, I'm going to get out of this real quick. I'm going to go find my speaker for the evening, Mr. Andamo Tolson, who I know is here. So guys, I want to say thank you so much for being here. I'm going to open up the platform too, to give you guys a chance to kind of talk about this and ask some questions. So Mr. Tolson, if you could raise your hand and I'll find you somewhere in here, sir, and I'll bring you to the fold. Guys, what an exciting evening. I'm telling you, we got a chance to do, there he is, my man right there. I got you, my friend. I'm coming. Guys, listen, oh my goodness, it's about to get crazy. So hang on 1 second here, and we're going to get Mr. Tolson involved in the fold. Oh, my friend, my friend, my friend, I got you. Bam. You're there, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of MWR Financial, Mr. Andamo Tolson. Hang on, you there?
Yes, I am. I can't, there's not letting me open my video, but it's okay.
No. There you go.
Oh, look at that, Gerald. I'm impressed.
You're in the game. You're in the game, my friend. You're in the game. Hey, Mr. Tolson, listen, congratulations on 30 years of marriage. I've had the pleasure of meeting your wife. She's a lucky woman, and I know she understands what she's got with you, sir. And I'm so happy for all of you, and understand you're going to be traveling out of the country to celebrate that anniversary. But thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to be here with us tonight to talk about what I consider to be the greatest opportunity that exists on planet Earth, and that is nothing more than MWR Financial, sir. You've been with the company since it was founded. I mean, you were part of the actual team that put it all together. This compensation plan that we're reviewing right now, you played a critical part in putting that together. You bring 30 plus years of industry experience, highly successful. You're the only man that I've ever seen to build a team of 26,000 people in a period of 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, that's real. And I ask all of you that are already in this business, based on that compensation plan that we just reviewed, if you had 26,000 people in your organization, what kind of money would you be making? So we're going to talk about it. So Mr. Tolson, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to the screen share, and I'm going to bring up that compensation plan, and let's dig in a little deeper here and help people really understand what we've got our hands on.
Absolutely, Gerald. And I will just tell you, all the ladies on the line knew, right, when you said that my wife was lucky to have me, they all knew that it was the other way around. She has a sense of humor to be with me for 30 years. So I'm lucky to have her, and the family that we've built. It's been remarkable, incredible. And we're going to celebrate it, Gerald. We're going to go to South Africa. So
wow.
We're going to go to the continent, and I'm really excited about that.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, so he's going to South Africa because he has the ability to dictate the terms himself. You know, and that's the position that we all want to be in. And I'm convinced that this opportunity with MWR Financial can create that sort of lifestyle for us to be able to move like you want to move, do whatever you want for as long as you want with whoever you want. We're talking freedom here. And that's what this opportunity can afford us. And that's what we're going to dig into tonight. Grab a pencil and paper, because I'm sure you're going to see some things in this compensation plan that you've never seen before. So I'm prepared myself to begin to take some copious notes as he begins to break this down. But Mr. Tolson, I promised you 100, didn't I? Was that
you did? Number? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, and I told him we were going to shut it down if we didn't get the numbers.
Well, you definitely got there for sure. And I'll just tell you this, Gerald, you did a remarkable job at going over the complete opportunity, what we do, why it's important, and things like that. So I'm definitely going to touch on the comp plan, because I want to share a couple things with people that I think will really, really help them. But I also want to let them know, Gerald, that they have a company that is really lightning in a bottle. Because anytime you can be with a company that's the first, the best, and the only financial, really like it has its own financial education through expert application, this is a beautiful part about our comp plan, because the experts do the work. So I'm going to show you how to build this with speed. And Gerald, you broke it down so beautifully, but I just want to say this to people, because I think a lot of times what happens, Gerald, they look at the comp plan, they see all these numbers, they go, okay. And everyone kind of looks at, okay, if I'm at, say, a 3-star executive director, because that's where I like to talk about that, because that's when the whole compensation plan opens up. And all you're doing is just, going out there helping 3 people that want to join you in business and promote this, become wealth promoters and promote this remarkable wealth membership. And then you have 1 person that just wants to be a customer. That's it. Well, all you're doing is doing that 3 times. Because you're doing it, you're helping those 3 do that and helping their 3 do that. That's all that's happening. When you do that, Gerald, you're going to have 39 plus yourself makes 40, okay, that's how the size of your organization. But Gerald, I want to share something with you. Because you're making $50 a day, which is $1,500 per month, like you said, in true residual income. And a lot of times everyone just sees that and they think that's where it stops. But Gerald, I want you to think about something. If you had a team of 40, and if all they did, and here's what I want everyone to do, to put in the chat, because sometimes when you talk numbers and they can't see it, you don't do it. So just put this in the chat. I have a team of, let's say, you have a team of 40. I'll do it this way. This is what I want you to put in the chat. If only half, Gerald, and I want you to tell me if this is a fair assessment, if only half of your organization brought in one person for the week. You hear what I'm saying? They're not setting the world on fire. They just had one person join them for the week. Gerald, your organization would grow by 20.
Wow.
Teammates, okay? So if you had 20 people and you were at a 3-star executive director and you had 20 people join your business a week, let's just do that for that week. Do you realize, Gerald, and this is where I want everybody to put in, I want them to put 20 times 30, because I want them to see, and I don't, it kind of went away a little bit, Gerald, but see the PowerPoint, there's 20 times 30, okay? 20 times 30, that equals $600. So put that in, just 20 times 30 equals 600, okay? Then, so you just made $600 in upfront money for the week. Well, if you had 20 come in and you only need 6 to come in to be a executive, to get a chance at the opportunity to have a performance bonus, because you're eligible for that. And let's say those 6 came in outside of a 2-star. Now you're talking about you picked up another $300 in performance bonus. So I want you to put 600 plus 300. So I'm going to tell you when to equal it all out. Now, if you add that together, that equals, say equals $900 that you made for that week. Then I want you to multiply that. There we go. I start to see it. Multiply that 900 times 4, because we're going to do that every week because we're working our business. We're building our business. So if you know 900 times 4 equals, there we go, Sean T. Hill, $3,600. So you, now watch this. It says that you get $50 a day. That's in daily guarantee and residual income. So you mean to tell me you just more than doubled your income for the month because of just on upfront money? And then guess what Gerald talked to you about with the experts and doing things, and you want to know how Gerald and people like him, how we had Brian Bean, and then also Charles and Judith Ivory, how they could be furloughed, go out, pay off all their debt, and literally build a 6,000 square foot dream house. And what wasn't said, during the time when they were in debt in 2020, they bought a $65,000 truck that was supposed to be paid off in 4 years. They paid it off in 16 months. They bought the land that their property is on, their 6,000 square foot dream home, because they were completely debt free. But the wife, Judith, said, I want to live in our dream home. So they went and built it, but they needed to they wanted it on water. So they found a place right next on a lake. They bought 1.5 acres. It was supposed to be financed for 7 years. And guess what? They paid it off completely in 11 months. So then they went out and built their 6,000 square foot dream home. They have another 2,500 square foot home on that same property. It's 1.5 acres on a lake. And you ready for this? This is a couple. You heard Gerald talk about, used to work for the military, got furloughed and made it. But here's why it happened. See, that residual income, when you got that $50 coming day after day after day after day after day, and I appreciate everybody showing me the money. Continue to show me the money. I love that. But coming day after day after day after day, that's 365 days a year. That means that includes Saturdays, Sundays, holidays. If it's a leap year, it'll be 366 days. Now that consistency allows you, when you look at the upfront money, so you're able to say, I can live on the upfront money right now, but I can bank that consistent money. And then now the experts are helping me multiply that money. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you start to live out the dreams that you want. The reason why Gerald Parker is so excited is because he's done it. He's plugged into all the services, utilizing the experts that are helping him navigate what he wants to accomplish. So when he wanted to have that dream home in Florida, South Florida, he was able to do that, talking with the experts, helping him to navigate that process throughout the entire process. But watch this. This is because now, if you have 20 people coming in a week, you know you're getting promoted to 4-star. So a 4-star executive director, a team as few as 90 team members in your whole organization. Out of 90, Gerald, here we're gonna wipe the slates clean. I want you guys to get ready to put this in. And then after you put it in, then wait, and then I want you to show me the money. Okay. So I'll tell you when I'm ready for you to show me the money. But imagine this, Gerald, you have 90 people in your organization. I'm going to make it even more ridiculous than what I just told you earlier. If only 1/3 of them, 30, decided to bring in and share this remarkable opportunity with one person for the week. So you're 90, only 30 brought in one person for the week that joined them in business. Gerald, that would be, and look where you are. You're getting, what are you getting? $40 for every person that joined you. Okay. So that's 300 times the $40. I mean, I'm sorry. Let me, because I don't want to confuse anybody. That's 30 times the $40.
Right.
Right? Isn't that $1,200?
Yep.
That's $1,200 there. Plus, you got the performance bonus you're going to likely have. You only need 6 out of that, so you pick up another $300. Okay? So now we're talking about $1,200 plus the other 6. That's $1,800 for the week. If you multiply that times 4, and I did something here and kind of messed up. It's okay. I'm going to watch this. If you multiply that times 4, Gerald, what did I say? 1,800 times 4. Okay, I had a little. That's $7,200 for the month. Gerald, you were getting paid $100 a day, which is $3,000 a month residually, but up front you made $7,000. So collectively for the month you made 10. And if you now start putting that extra money away where it works for you, since Gerald, I'm gonna take this from you. If you have to go to work, make your money go to work too. Give it a job to make you money. And so you work with the experts to do that. And Gerald, here's what I love about our membership. This membership isn't like a one-time thing where, okay, I get this done. I got what I wanted. I like for you, I bought my dream house, car, and I now have my other dream accomplished because I now live in 2 places when it's the best time to live there. And it's not like the membership stops there. Gerald, you still have access to those experts. See, all the ebbs and flow of life, you're able to follow that through. Gerald, think about this. Is Oprah Winfrey wealthy? Has she become wealthy in her lifetime? She's, I don't know if she's a billionaire, but she's close if she's not. Now, Oprah Winfrey, do you think when she became wealthy that she just said, okay, now that you got me here and I'm wealthy, I don't need you anymore. She doesn't have any experts. She doesn't talk to anybody. She just figures it all out on her own.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not, right? She has the experts that are going to be there to help continue that process. So when she considers things, when she's considering an investment or making any kind of money moves, she's able to talk to them. They're able to tell her what her tax implications are. They're able to tell her where she has exposure, where this can happen, that can happen, where this could lead to. They can tell them the bad and the good of it, and then she's able to make a solid decision based on what she wants to do. And this is a membership you have for life. See, one of the things I love about MWR, and I just took a note here, so I want to tell you this, that our ability, MWR's ability to basically, help people, and I'm going to look at my notes here to do that, create, increase, multiply, and protect their money, makes our membership the most needed, consumable, sustainable product or service in the industry. Because guess what? As long as there's money, and we kind of need it in this country to live, it's right up there with oxygen. So as long as there's money in our system, then our service, MWR as a company, will always be relevant. So here's what I want to share with you, Gerald. You always say it. You said it just earlier. You said, man, I saw Andamo go out and you saw it. Let's build a significant business. Okay, Gerald. I remember in my first 6 months, I had about 3,577 people in my organization, Gerald. Now, this is what you said you saw with your own eyes. So that's why I'm going to bring this up, because you saw this. In that company, Gerald, I made about $14,000, $15,000 for the month. Let me tell you what it would look like in MWR's world. If I go down on the comp plan and I see right down there where it says 3,000 people, team members, so I had 3577. So if I just put right there a national director, that means I would have been paid $1,500 per day. So I'd be right up there with Brian Bean. That would be amazing, okay? So that's $45,000 per month. But Gerald, here's what's crazy. When I look over and I keep following it over, I get paid anywhere from 110 to from $10 all the way up to $110 for every person that joins my organization. Okay, every person. So I'm gonna get some 110s, I'm gonna get some hundreds, I'm gonna get some 90s, I'm gonna get some 80s, some 70s, some 60s, because they're all popping in like crazy, right? Gerald, in the month of, and I'm gonna take you back, this is gonna be a back in time, but you saw this. We were in another company together, you and I, and in 1 month we had 1,600 and change. I'll just leave it at 1,600 so my math is easy. Join our business in 1 month. And I think you kind of remember that. It was a record-setting day for a lot of things. And in my business, it was a record-setting day for us as well. Had 1,600 people come in 1 month. Gerald, in the last day of the month, we had about close to 400 people come in 1 day. But I'm just going to use the month. If I had 1,600 people come in, I'm going to tell you what my comp would have been in this one. And let's say, Gerald, I didn't get $110 on every single person that came in, nor did I get $10 on every person that came in. So let's say I only averaged $50. Between the 110s and the 10s, somewhere in the middle, I averaged $50. Gerald, $50 times 1,600, I believe that's $80,000 for the month.
You are correct, sir.
I'd have picked up $80,000. You know, I would have gotten $300 every single week. So that's another $1,200. That's $81,200 that I would have gotten up front and still made another $45,000. I was getting paid $1,500 a day in true residual income.
See, this is what I'm saying, sir. Guys, you got to understand this. We're talking about this Infinity Leadership Bonus. As your organization grows, you're going to get paid on all of that growth. And it depending on where that growth is happening, it ranges. I mean, as much as, this is insane. Goes up to $150 per person that joins your organization. But again, Andamo, you're talking about, we're not even touching the base income, the guarantee, the daily guarantee. We're talking only the Infinity bonus, the leadership bonus, plus the performance bonus. Add that in. This is over and above the base, over and above your guaranteed income.
So show me the money now. Go ahead and put that in there. Everybody, all the calculations. Let me see what you did. Show me the money, because Gerald, you're 100% right. And here's what's incredible, Gerald, about this business. It's the most remarkable thing I've ever seen. Do you realize, Gerald, that I was sitting in a room, and I'm just going to use you as an example. And I was sitting in a room, and there was about 100 people in that room. And so I asked the person who was sitting, say, in chair 100, if they knew the person, like yourself, a leader like yourself, that was sitting in chair number 1. And they said, no. And I would say to you, Gerald, do you know that person? And they said, you were like, no, I don't know them. But I said, Gerald, do you like them? Because when someone who told someone who told someone who told someone who told someone about this business and they decided to join, you wound up getting paid along with all the other people in between. Now, Gerald, that's what's extraordinary, but here's what's even more extraordinary. Gerald, if I told you back in the day when we were working at the same company, and I told you that, Gerald, you were saying you were in my organization, I said, I've made all the money I want. I'm good. You guys don't need to do anything else. If right now Brian Bean told you, if right now, even if I told you, Gerald, we're good. You don't need to do anything else. We're good. Yeah, I'm good. Everything can stop, Gerald. And you ask one important question, Andamo, will you still pay us? And I said, oh yeah, you're going to still get paid, Gerald, but you don't have to do anything else. I made all the money I want to make. Would you say, okay, great for you, but I'm going where I want to go. I'm trying to achieve what I want to achieve. Would that happen for you, Gerald?
Yes, sir. You could go home and rest and sit down if you like, but I'm going to get this.
That's it. Well, they say now they're showing me the money. That's what I'm talking about. So, Gerald, what happens with this company and what's extraordinary is that, number one, we don't have to be in business by ourselves. See, if we took all the hard stuff away, I've had a traditional business. That's what's unique about MWR is leadership. I've had 2 traditional businesses. Our great CEO and founders had 4 multi-million-dollar businesses that, you know, that and he even walked away from a business that was doing $12 million in revenue to start this based on his faith-based decision to start MWR. Now, you have that success. We have traditional business, but we've also both been big time leaders in the field and built some pretty significant organizations in our career. So that's why we have a comp plan that has no gotchas, but the hard work. If we're in a traditional business, I gotta buy the inventory. I have to get the insurance. I have to get the lease for the property or whatever the things I'm doing. There's a lot involved, and we took all that away from people. All they have to do is start for $249 one time and then a $149 per month for the membership. And like you said, we're the only, this is the other thing that I love about our business. We're the only company in this industry where our opportunity, forget the opportunity, let's move that aside, where our membership, just having the membership, it actually pays for itself to have the membership. Because our membership, we will provide you more money, cash flow back in your household than what the membership actually costs. That's what I'm trying to say. We're the only company that can do that, which is amazing. And here's when someone told me this, Gerald, when in my building area, they said, Andamo, you only need 7 to 10 serious people in your business and it can change your life. And here's the key. You don't have to know them. All you do is have to get it started. And then people, you're going to find people who know people, and they'll get excited and go after. I said, what? Wait a minute. Because I know a lot of duds. And Gerald, I trusted that, and I just shared it with some folks. They told some folks who told some folks, and Gerald, my duds led people to studs and studettes, and it changed my life in this industry, changed my life completely. I've been in this industry, as you said, Gerald, for many, many years, and my kids have grown up in this industry. So they've only seen me be here. I didn't have any issues with them because I'm right here with them. My wife's stay-at-home mom. You know, I'm here. You know, obviously I travel to go do business, but I'm here. I was there. I was in their lives. I coached their teams. I did all those kinds of things. I was able, when they had little functions at school, and then I didn't have to go. You know, I can't make it in today. I didn't have to do all that. I'm sick. I didn't have to do all that. I just would go. You know, I would see parents leave because they had to go to work, and I could sit there and hang out and then take them for ice cream afterwards because it was something they did and I thought it was cute. And I could do those things. And Gerald, I really believe that's what people want. People don't want something where somebody has their thumb on them. They want something that can really allow them to do what they want when they want. And Gerald, I don't know any other business where you can come in and build the business and the heavy lifting, the hard work is done all by the experts. Not a person here on this line will ever have to ask anybody about their financial situation. They don't even have to know how to spell the word financial because the experts, licensed professionals, will do all the work to give people that predictable, positive result. That's why we know they're going to always have positive results because we have experts doing it, Gerald, and they get to win. So that is, I just had to say that, Gerald, because I'm excited, but that's our comp plan. If you really get it and you really understand it, you have to make that decision that, okay, if I want to come in here and I'm serious about getting paid, that's why I told you what happened if I had the money and I was actually in this business and built what I built before, this is what would happen. Financially, it'd been crazy. And so if you are the big thinkers and big doers, they can do that. But even if you're moving a little part-time and going a little slow, Gerald, are you ready for this? Do you know if somebody went out and only enrolled 2 people every month, that's it? For 24 months, they went really, really slow. And their people went about the same pace. Those 2 went about the same pace. Do you realize, Gerald, they'd be at literally at $100 a day, $3,000 a month in residual income, doing it on a very, very part-time, very spare time business. So that's what makes this a unique, Gerald. You did a remarkable job, a tremendous job at helping people understand what MWR is all about. The reason why I know your enthusiasm comes out so powerfully is because you've let MWR, literally, you are really kind of the face of MWR because you've utilized every single expert we have, and you've just gone through those systems, and it's allowed you to see your life change. I remember when we first started. I remember when it was really tough financially to get started. You even had to make a hard, tough decision just to start.
Yes,
People don't
sir.
know, you'll have to tell that story another time, just to start. But then I've seen the transformation. I remember when you were able to have that party where we were able to, some folks were able, some of your teammates pull up in a limo and retire you off of your job because you were able to walk away from that. I remember that, Gerald. I remember when you told me years ago that you wanted to have a second home, but I remember, like in the last probably 4 years ago or 5 years ago, we had a very, intimate conversation. You said, man, if I could ever get back to South Florida to live there, that would just be a dream come true. And I remember it was just a dream for you. But what I appreciated about everything you did, Gerald, is you said, I'm going to do what they tell me to do. So they say these experts are going to help me. I'm going to put it to the test. And you did it. And then you saw the results. You saw your credit scores go up. You saw all these things happen. And then, Gerald, your enthusiasm, it never changed. You stayed excited. And Gerald, you know what? That's something that I looked at for me. If I had to say what was the difference, I was just always excited. Because I wish I had an MWR to utilize things to help me with my money, but you stayed excited, utilized that, saw what was happening. You let that excitement, and I think anybody can be excited. It's just how long, and you have learned to be excited long enough to where these rewards are happening, and it's, Gerald, your future's so bright, I need to go get my sunglasses. All right, but I'm going to give it back to you, my friend. Thank you.
Listen, get excited to stay broke forever, man. I tell you what, thank you so much for being here tonight. You have poured so much into my life over these years. I'm just a product of your training, sir, following your lead, seeing what you put in place, seeing what you've done. And working toward that to be the best that I can in this industry. But you set a fine example. So I can't thank you enough for being here. But Andamo, you talk about these services, right? So, recently I just secured my trust account, and with Roger's help, been able to put all that together. And this thing has taken me, guys, from a 30% tax bracket down to 0.5%. Think about that. Think about that. And so now that money that I was giving to the government or would continue to give to them, what do I do with that money now? I find a job for that money, and I open up multiple DCAs, diversified cash flow account. I mean, this thing is a winner, man. If the idea is to position yourself to win, not just for yourself, but for your children. When we talk about make wealth real, this is real. This is solid. It is the only opportunity that exists on planet Earth that gives the average everyday person a real chance at winning, providing you with the tools, the systems, and the expert, and on top of all that, a compensation plan that pays out. You saw it for yourself tonight. You heard it. We pulled back the curtain. We dug a little deeper with Andamo's help to talk about what this thing really. Listen, you talk about the Infinity Leadership Bonus. I just want to get to that point where, I play with that money and bank the rest from the guarantee. Or anything you want to do. But this is strong, my friend. This is absolutely strong.
Gerald, you hit it right on the head. You hit it right on the head. So when people start doing that, and they realize the numbers I was giving them, the upfront money, when they added to the residual, they could see, $5,000, $10,000 a month. And watch this, not be at the top of the comp plan. That's a lot. I got to do so much to get here. No. They're still babies in the organization. Think about that. I showed earlier when I talked about having 20 people come in a week at the 3-star.
Right.
You have a little bitty organization. It's just 40, a group of people who are just kind of excited, trying to figure things out, learning that, but understanding that it's as simple as just sharing the good news that is MWR. And then you go, wait a minute, he just showed me I made an extra 36 plus the 15. I made $5,000 for the month extra on top of whatever you're currently doing. Then when he showed me, man, those people I'm gonna get promoted with that people coming in like that, and I go to $100 per day. Can you imagine? And then all of a sudden I show that and go, that's almost 10 grand a month what he showed there.
It's unbelievable, my friend. It absolutely is. And guys, I'll say before we leave you, pick your number. The chart's in front of you. You know what number it's going to take to set you free, for you to create the lifestyle that you want for yourself and your family, to do the things that you desire to do, the things that are truly in your heart. The only reason we're not already doing it, we don't have the financial means, right? But if we had the financial means, you'd already be off with that assignment. You'd already be doing that thing that's laid on your heart for so many years, that thing that God placed in you. He wants you to do it. You need to do it. People are counting on you to get it done. Use this as a vehicle to generate the level of income that you need to position yourself to win, to have the impact that your life was designed to have. I'm committed to it. I'm running with it like there's no tomorrow. And listen, man, what you just showed me today is really what I've got my hands on here. I mean, and the ability, how far you can go with this thing over and above the guarantee, just the other money that's on the table. I'm sharing this with everybody who's partnering with me, everybody who's in our organization. We want to see that. I mean, we want to make this thing happen, and we can make this happen. And the timing it couldn't be better. Listen, this economy, I'm convinced, is going to get worse before it gets better. And people need this now more than ever before. MWR Financial is the most comprehensive financial platform ever offered to the general public, and we're bringing it. And shame on you for not sharing it with people. And Andamo Tolson, you live in California, I live in North Carolina for the moment, but if you and I were in LA and walked by each other and you didn't know me, I'd share this opportunity with you, my friend. I don't let anybody pass me by without telling the story. So with that being said, sir, I'm going to stop the screen share, come out to the field, give you guys a chance to say thank you to Mr. Tolson for being here. You'll have the ability to unmute yourself and turn on your cameras in just a moment. And guys, if you have the ability to turn on your camera, please do so. We want to see who's here tonight. But God bless all of you for joining us tonight. It's truly been a pleasure. Pastor Searson, Barry Fleet, my friend Richard. Oh my goodness, Lynn Gill. The list is long. Guys, thank you so much. God bless you for being here. Pastor Moses.
Thank you.
Ronald Williams, good to see you guys. Mr. Harris, Johnny Porter. Guys, God bless you. We got something, guys. Let's run with this. Truly. And you see the quality of leadership.
Wonderful presentation.
30 years of
Great
marriage.
presentation.
You know, his wife allows him to be here with us, and he's committed to us winning. Dr. Sean T. Hill, looking forward to sharing some time with you, sir. Cynthia Brain, wonderful. Thank you for joining the platform. Guys, let's go get it done. Dr. Blackman, it's good to see you, sir.
Let's get it done.
All right, let's go, guys.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is
Keep it
fantastic.
moving.
Thank you so
Love,
much.
peace,
Good
and
job.
prayers.
Dr. Parker.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
See you
Mr.
soon.
Tolson, good to see you.
Excellent presentation. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Good night, everybody.
Tolson, good to see
Thank
you.
you.
as well.
Phenomenal.
Hey.
Awesome.
All right, let's go.
Thank you, Mr. Parker. Congratulations, Mr. Tolson.
Thank you, Carlise. Thank you, Carlise.
Congratulations. That's
Thank you,
amazing.
guys. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Appreciate you, Andamo. Thank you,
Oh,
Dr. Parker.
Thank you, Mr. Trevor Thompson, and that lovely wife Shirley. I know is right there, so tell her thank you.
Absolutely,
Thank you,
man.
Cynthia.
Coach
Great
T,
job, everyone.
I'm looking for
Great
you
job.
next, sir.
Look like nobody wants to sign off.
That we do.
Thanks, Richard. Thank you, Richard.
Bless everybody.
Thank you, Andamo.
Patricia, thank you, Julietta.
Hey, guys.
Or Juletta, I should say. That's
now is the
Juletta.
time.
You got me.
Now is the time to block out the noise, put on your blinders, and go for this thing. Run like tomorrow's not coming. You got 90 days to finish up the year. Put yourself in a position, January of 2024, where you're living the life of your dreams. You can move it forward. 90 days is a long time, and we've got the tools to make some things happen in that period. I think it was Paul Kahn that I heard say, the dogs bark, but the caravan moves on. We know where we're going. So
Amen.
let's run, guys. Let's go get it.
Thank
you.
Pastor Pearson,
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
good to see you, my friend.
Hey, Doc, it says dogs only bark at cars that are moving. They don't bark at parked cars. And also, you know, in the war between the river and the rock, the river will always win, not by power, but by sheer persistence.
Wow.
Amen.
They would
Amen.
have.
That's
That's
right.
it. Amen. I love that. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Pastor Searson. Way to go. I love that.
hmm
That's all right.
All right, Gerald, I'm going to jump off because I know my wife came me like to the bottom of the hour, and I know we're a little bit over time. So
No,
It's
no,
that
you go ahead, my friend, and say
Happy
hello.
All
to
right.
your wife.
anniversary, sir.
thank
Once
you.
again,
Thank you, everyone. Okay.
Happy anniversary.
All
Congratulations.
right.
Stay
Thank you.
blessed.
Thank you. Thank
Happy
you.
anniversary.
Keep it
Thank
moving.
you.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all.
Happy anniversary, Andamo.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Stay
Happy anniversary and thank you.
God bless you all. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You too, Gerald.
Thank you, sir.
You.